Welcome back to the grind. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at some of my initial flights with Jjin and talk about some tips and tricks for how to fly him for those who have or plan to get Jjin still. He is an Invoker, so you do have a slightly different playstyle with the 4 ammo, the 1 invoke shot. His invoke shot is that it deals a lot of damage. Then he has a blue spell, which you can see here cloaks him and allows him to use spells and ammo during that cloak. His white spell is a freeze, so you can hit it with a tower. Sorry, not a freeze. It's a disable. So if a shot has already fired, it will still continue to fly at you. But once you hit the tower with it, it will remain disabled until it takes damage from your ammo or from another disable spell. Now, what I have found is the most effective way is to use your invoke shot to take out the blue mage, and then use the blue spell to cloak yourself, slightly delayed after firing that invoke shot, because that will allow you to refill your ammo while you're still cloaked, and then fire off some more ammo. Usually you'll want to use 3 regular shots on a single tower, and then the invoke shot on a 4th tower, and those 3 regular shots, if you're at tier, should destroy the tower. Now, this dragon is very effective against short bases, but struggles a bit more against long islands, because you can see there's a little bit of a delay if the blue mage is on the front, and then you have a lot of towers to deal with and disable, and not a lot of rage to do it with. Now, this dragon will benefit from rage runes for sure, and what I find ideal is use the cloak initially, and then use the disable spell as many times as you can to disable as many towers as you can while you're waiting for the ammo to refill, and then destroy a couple more towers once that refills. And at that point, hopefully you've taken care of most of the towers, and then you can slowly fly over and destroy them with your ammo as you refill. Now, I did try a couple different methods. For example, using the cloak and delaying using the disable, trying to take out a couple more towers and then cloaking again. But at that point, I ended up running out of rage and then not having much to do once I progressed towards the back island. Now, if I had the ice flak disabled there, I probably could have gotten through the base, and some of the towers weren't dying with 3 regular shots, so this wouldn't have been necessarily considered appropriate for tier just based on the runes and glyphs that were on the dragon in the base. So that does come into play. If you can't destroy the tower with the 3 regular shots, it makes defeating a base much more challenging. Here I used that method again where I went for 2 cloaks, and you can see it actually worked out okay, but I did not end up being able to take out all the towers or disable them quick enough, so I did end up getting hit by that red mage on the back there before I could disable it, and then I was mage drained. But I was able to destroy all the towers and get through this. It is a bit slower of a dragon in general, and with a defender, you know, all of this is going to be even more challenging. But we're going to play this back again and take a quick look. It can be challenging to cloak before you get hit by the initial shots, but at least the ice flak disables you on the second shot. I should have disabled the ice flak earlier before the ammo refilled, because then I would have had more time to react to the back island there, but I was able to disable the howitzer and then cloak again. But here's where it became a problem. I was a little too slow in disabling that red mage, but we did end up getting through it anyways, and then I did have some time going around the corner to gain a little bit of rage back. But the problem is you really want to have at least 3 to 4 bars of rage when you're facing an island so that you can actually use your spell combination more effectively. But the combination that I found most effective was to fire that first shot at the blue mage from the corner and cloaking as soon as possible, and then right away disabling 2 or 3 towers with your freeze. The main problem with Jjin is that the freeze doesn't have enough radius to hit 2 towers reliably, and the invoke shot also doesn't have enough radius to hit 2 towers in most positions. So it does very much limit his ability to deal with a long base. But you can see we were able to disable and or kill most of the towers on that island and still end up leaving the island with a significant amount of rage. So once again, take out the blue mage first, cloak as soon as you can, and then right after that, use the free spell to disable 1, 2, and 3 towers as you're going, maybe leaving the mage or storm if it's not as threatening, and then you take out a couple more towers when your ammo refills, and then go back into using the freeze spell to take out the biggest threats, and then use your ammo when it refills. And that was the most effective way I found. Obviously with a defender, it makes it a lot more complicated, and with a short short island, it'll be much more easy to deal with because there are much less towers to either destroy or disable. So for that reason, I think Jjin is a better choice for players that are around level 250 or less, because they will mostly be facing shorter islands in general. So if you are still facing primarily short islands, Jjin will actually be quite a decent dragon for you. And once you start to get into 250, 300 plus, then it's going to be less reliable of a dragon for you against longer islands. But Jjin is still a fairly fun dragon to use. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you got Jjin, let me know how it's going for you. And if you have any other tips and tricks for the other players who do plan or already have Jjin. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.